A couple trying to have a baby through surrogacy has a warning for others considering the same path.
Allison Gormley joins us live in studio to tell us what's the deal with why surrogacy contracts here in the state of Indiana can in fact turn out to be worthless. Allison.
The couple said they did everything by the book. They went through an agency and they hired a lawyer of their own to handle the agreements. Still, the business relationship went south, teaching the couple a big lesson about surrogacy.
You could say it was love at first sight.
Her red dress.
An outfit that sparked his interest
Sure.
and ignited a flame.
She laughed at a few of my dumb jokes.
After dating and I-dos, James and Brooke Taylor tried for kids.
I think from the first moment we met, we talked about having kids and what that looked like. So building a family beyond our kitty cat was something that I think we always wanted to do.
After trying for some time and undergoing in vitro fertilization, they learned Brooke may not be able to carry a pregnancy.
It was hard to find out that we weren't going to conceive naturally. And then it was almost devastating to find out that IVF wasn't going to work for us either.
Their doctor suggested they consider a surrogate.
We got to a point where this is all we can do that's left for us, really.
The couple got a lawyer and signed agreements with the surrogacy agency and the surrogate. After a $100,000 deposit into an escrow account, the agency began the process with the surrogate whom the Taylors had not met.
She was medically approved finally, cleared to start the medications, and they kept coming to us and asking us for more money. Well, we need to pay for this bill, and will you approve that bill? And we just said, hey, what about this introduction? Like, we want to start establishing this relationship with this person versus feeling very much like an ATM. And so things sort of went off the rails a little bit at that point.
Ultimately, the agency and the surrogate canceled their agreements with the Taylors, something they could contractually do before an embryo transfer happens. The Taylors also learned something else.
I mean, you're just in disbelief.
A big something else.
It's basically nothing more than a handshake.
Surrogacy contracts are void and unenforceable in Indiana.
A court will not enforce a surrogacy contract because of public policy.
Indiana University law professor Jody Madera said that means the state does not think surrogacy is a good idea.
For example, it might commercialize children or it might commodify reproduction.
There are workarounds, however, if the surrogacy relationship stays amicable. In Indiana, the woman who delivers the baby is presumed the mother even if it isn't biologically hers. So paperwork must be filed either to put the intended parents' names on the birth certificate when the baby is born or to update custody afterward.
We have Indiana courts that have given pre-birth orders, and we have Indiana courts that basically they will not enforce the surrogacy contract, but they will allow intended parents to essentially complete an adoption.
While the Taylors got much of their escrow back, they're still out an estimated $20 grand and an irreplaceable resource.
Money comes and goes. We're gonna leave this earth without it, but we're not gonna get that time back.
Now, surrogacy is left up to the state because federal government does not traditionally handle family law.
And are there any attempts to change the law?
There have been attempts, but it's gone nowhere, and I haven't seen that it's been reintroduced recently.
Yeah, it's so frustrating for these families. It's like they have this contract, but what stood out to me is like they have this contract, but it's not enforceable. The judges aren't going to say that they're going to make them follow through with it.
And when this couple first reached out and explained the predicament they're in, the law is not necessarily something we associate with surrogacy, if that makes sense. We're just like, oh, it's the next step after IVF. You don't think like, well, what are the laws when you go into this process, which was eye-opening and why we thought it was important to tell their story, just if you're considering doing this.
Yeah.
You know, it makes you just think that trust and relationship, and you see that woman, she wanted to have that relationship to kind of see like, who am I dealing with here on this most precious matter?
And you're also trusting the agency too to do the proper vetting to bring you good, solid people,
Candidates.
which I mean, I guess that vetting can only go so far, but it's just frustrating.
Yeah.
All right.
And
Thank
in
you,
the meantime,
Allison.
they lost a year in their pursuit of becoming a family, another one. Okay.